Alright guys, this is Project Unmodified and this is DK Spencer. So what this has been is something I've kind of been experimenting with a little bit. So it's a TCP that has had nothing done to it internally and the screw has not been turned on it. So I've been playing around with it a little bit, kind of getting bored at this point. But I still want to keep it Project Unmodified, but I think I do want to, maybe turn it up a tad, see what it'll kind of tolerate without, a mil-sig O-ring, and see kind of, if we can make it usable, powerful enough to be usable without having to, do anything much to it. Definitely want to get a good mag, Grimberg 12-gram mag. This is a barrel that I sell on my site. This is a 685 smooth bore flush fit for no comp. So I've got them for the Merciless Lethal comp, the Grimberg Viridian comp, whatever. So this one is just for no comp. So there you go. So definitely a better bore and everything than factory. And I actually also have the factory TCP barrels that have the penis looking end cut off of them and, look like this as well. Really stupid design. But anyway, all right. So what I'm going to do is just moderately, I just chronoed this and it hit 11 joules. So, it's basically a stock TCP. I'm going to, so it's not been touched until now. Here's what we're going to do. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go one turn. Okay. And you can see that was the 154 on a 10.5, I believe. So anyway, but it was 11 joules. I don't know. You've seen me shoot it several times. It's been, I think 10's been the most it's hit, except for with the long, with the barrels that I sell. And I've had it up to 22 without turning the screw, just by putting on it. Of course, it's a 14-inch barrel though. But all right, so what we're gonna do, that makes a difference. But, all right, we're going to do Canada Riot Bulls because that's just, well, I'm faster with the numbers typically. I got a cheat sheet. All right, load it up, new CO2. I did drop one out the barrel. All right, we're good to go now though. All right, so one full turn. Alright, so 171, so that puts it up to, that didn't do a whole lot, that just makes it 13 there, so, that's good. So basically we're starting, almost at the bottom anyway, so 13, alright, I should probably, disengage or whatever. Don't ever do this with the M17, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll see if that's a little better. So that gives us 4 full turns. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, that's way better. So 213. 213. That's going to put us dead on 20. Alright, so dead on 20. Alright, well, actually, it'll be better because that was not the first, shot. Should be anyway, but we'll see. I mean, when we put a new one in. Oh, 204, 204. Alright, good times, good times. 208, good time. And by the way, I love to shoot, as you can tell by how my stuff is like tore up. Like, I don't go a day without shooting, and it's because it's what I love to do. And I just I'm glad to bring you guys along with me. I need to I'm promising myself to try to film more of just my after work, the stress relief shooting or whatever, but it's my passion. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in fresh CO2. And put in some fresh balls of the right variety. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a +1 on this and see where we're at. Because one of the things, you know, like I say, I'm a big fan of, you know, having more shots instead of just massive friggin' power. Because most based off the way I've seen most people, or not most people, but based off the way I've seen a lot of people set stuff up, I think they also need more shots and less power, because that way because when you pull out your stuff and realize that you didn't even put your optic on right to start with, you've got 100 joules, but like you're looking at yourself instead of the, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, all right, here we go. Fresh CO2, fresh Canada Riglet balls. All right, and that one fell out the front. What in the heck? All right, gonna have to work on that. I might have both soft detents in this one because I've been doing a lot of shape shooting with it. So here we go. Nice. 205. That sounded stout. That's an 212. Okay. That's pretty good. 212. So that's still 20. So yeah. All right. Almost 21. But 218. Nah. Now we're 21. 202. But look how many shots I'm in too. That's pretty good. 201. And I dropped one ball out, but I was trying to +1. So we still got a full mag. That was the last one. So 173. Okay, so a Berna runs around like 150s. So we're finishing, you know, the first shot on a good day. So we're finishing considerably, you know, we're finishing 20 feet per second higher than a Berna starts. So that's, you know, that's pretty cool. I want to see, well, you can't really tell because once you pop the mag, you lose some air there. So it really kind of takes away from your shot count. I put 3 more in just, you know, so we would have definitely had that one that fell out. Oh yeah, I mean that's to see we're just burn a territory now. And duplicates, see, still technically, really most burners is going to be a little less than that. So 158 to 150 to 158 if you could. All right, so there's that. There was you know, a little bit left over. So here's the thing. I'm either going to be carrying one of these mags, or I'm going to be carrying one of the 8.1s that actually hold more than these. So that finished that. If I go up any more on the power, though, I might not be able to finish one of the bigger ones. But you know, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna tune this one the way, because most of you guys, anybody can get the Grimbergs. Most of you guys cannot get the 8.1s. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tune this one for you guys. We're gonna tune this one the way that I would tune it if I didn't have those mags. And this is how I would do it. At this point, here's my thought process. At this point, I've got several, you know, left over at the end, right? So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of a waste because, you know, whatever. I know I don't have enough to load an entire other magazine, which is pointless on one of these anyway because each mag has its own CO2. So if you're going to change mags, you might as well, you know, have a fresh CO2, not drop the mag that's half empty and reload the ammo on a, you know, half or 3/4 empty cylinder. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and we're going to go I want to stick with that. All right, so we're going to go one more full turn, all right? All right, we're going to continue to use the same ammo. I thought about sending Mikey like a fake lawsuit thing, like I'm suing him for every single time that I've said Canada, every single time that I've said 9.9 gram hybrid Canada riot balls, that he owed me like $5 or something, just as a joke. I have said that a lot. All right, so got a +1 load in here, I think. We're going to try to, we'll see. One will probably fall out again. Yep. Dang it. But we'll go with this anyway. Whatever. So it's not a +1. But all right, let's see where we're at. Woo! 225. Good, respectable number. Respectable. That's 20. That's 23 joules. 226. Still 23. 229. Oh, it's still 23, but it's almost. 203. Oh, okay. Well, that said 41, but yeah. 189. All right. So there would have been the +1. All right, so still several, right? Still several. Not, you know. Now here's the thing. We're doing two things here. We're tuning this to get, you know, to get the what, you know, and I think any sane person would consider this the way to do it. I don't, you know, when you think about it. But what we're doing is we're tuning this to where you've got the maximum power for all the ammo that's in the launcher. So you're getting the maximum amount out of everything that's in it. I just think it's pointless, you know, if you have 6 rounds in it, but you've only got enough air to shoot 2 because it's, you know, pushing it all out in the first 2 and whatever. So my opinion and what I like to do is this. And the second thing we're doing is we're seeing if we can get it to that level where we need it to be, to where it's effective, but, you know, still conserving enough to where we're finishing, you know, everything, but still as strong as it can be and still do that. Now, and the thing, you know, what we need to know is if with the factory O-ring, if we can get there and last. So I'm gonna go one more turn. So we're gonna go one more. Okay. All right, same ammo. You know what? I'm gonna pre-pierce it. This I've got a, there we go. I haven't put any oil on that last couple of changes I made too. So I pre-pierced it, and I'm gonna see if I can +1 it. Yay! All right. So now we're +1 it, and whoa, and never mind. Oh yeah, 233. That is almost 25. 223. 206. I need to kind of Oh, 894. Hey, man, that right there, man, that's 716 G's, man. I guess that wouldn't be near that much. Be like what? I don't know. What would that be? Like 100 and I don't know. I'm gonna say 140, but that's just a freaking guess. Shit, I gotta find it. Oh, I was way off. I was way off. That's 365 joules. I wasn't accounting for the bell curve apparently. Alright, 199, 188, and that's the last one. So still finishing very strong. So, but I mean, I took a huge break right there. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and it's kind of odd that I'm not plus one on that. I feel like I do that all the time without problems, but I'm not pulling that off right now. Of course, I use 8.1 mags a lot of times, and then most of the times, like when I'm actually carrying it, which is, you know. And that's just the capacity. They do look kind of funny. I definitely like the looks of the smaller ones better, but the capacity is very nice. Okay. All right. Now, hey, did I turn it up yet or not? If I didn't, let's try. Let's go one more. And that is, I'm 100% sure I'm stopping at that. Yeah. At least for a while. I want to see what it'll do. What it'll, how long it'll hold up with that amount, because that's getting up there to where you would be like with a mil sig. I'm typically going to run one about 34, 35. So I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh yeah, out of curiosity. Well, that's force of habit. I picked that. Ichiwawa. So I got 259 and 264, interestingly enough. So that's yeah. 31. I overshot. Wow, really? That was a heck of a jump. Huh. 228. Thank you, I needed that. 209. 198. 181. Now, all right, so that's 180 and that's the mag, right? So, but as you hear, that 180, well, Aberna's 150-ish. So, I think with that hitting at 30 to start with, and you've still got that much left at the end, that's pretty good spot to be. So I'm gonna leave it at that, since we don't have a mil sig O-ring in it, and just this. So from now on, this will be where we're playing with Project Unmodified, and we'll go ahead and just We're gonna go ahead and just shoot one more mag through it. Alright, so this is still 9.9 gram hybrid Canada ride balls. What? What? Okay. So that says 361. I don't believe that for a friggin' minute. I mean, it's loud though. 224, but it wasn't no 361. So 224. That's 22. Well, it may have somehow been, and because that's definitely low for the second shot. 208. That was a dupe. A dupe, son. A dupe. So that finished, finished really strong, 177. Not 100% convinced on the results there, though. Okay. Alright, so same game. Dang. 246. So I'm a little happier with that anyway than what we were before. That's a better number for where we're at to play with. Of course, the mag is getting colder and colder every time I'm doing this too, especially where I'm still having some in it, so it matters. 215, 189, 183. This is the weakest, that 166, so that's the weakest finish yet, so it's still finishing above a burnout on the last shot. And pretty strong on the first. So I tell you what, that's 22 gauge steel. Now 22 gauge steel, for anybody that don't know and didn't catch this, but the other video I did, 22 gauge steel is actually thicker than the 26 gauge steel I normally use. So the fact that round actually broke through it, so far the only other thing that's broken through it has been the Terminator 357. So I mean, I'm guessing I could shoot like in one spot enough, and bust through with something. But that the 22 gauges, it's pretty. I think it's too tough for what we're doing here, really. But what I am's going to do is I'm going to shoot at it. Ooh. I about dropped me balls. Alright, so I'm just gonna, aim right about here. No big whoop. Okay. All right. I'm pleased with that. So, other than the one really good group, an excellent group actually, for, you know, open sights, 25 feet, offhanded. Actually, I was just using one hand too, but I don't know why. So it's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, that honestly, I mean, it'd take a lot to get through that too. I mean, you can see. All right, so I think right now we're gonna see, you know, how it would be. I think right now, if you turn one up to that level, you know, not open it up, turn it up to that level. I'm shooting the Canada Right balls because I've got one of these barrels in it, and they're a bit the V2s don't really, especially the HP68s. The V2s are kind of hit and miss. The HP68s, it really don't like those, but it loves every other shaped round that there is, and I'll show you. Well, yeah, I don't know about the Crystal Skull Crackers. The VXR, the real VXR is not a problem, but the one, I think she makes them a little. Some of them are a little thickly, but and you know, again, we don't sell any of this because it's just copies of stuff. Like, you know, we give it away for fun, but you know, it's we cannot sell any of it, nor would we ever. But I am going to show you. So these are. I'll tell you what. Let's make it real interesting. I'm gonna put 2 real Devastators, and then the rest of these epoxy ones. And so these, and I know I've said this before in videos, but so these are made in a mold. So the ball bearing's put in the mold and the epoxy. So the epoxy actually covers the ball bearing. It just don't look like it does, but it is not like a real Devastator. It's like, you know, that's an optical illusion. But yeah, first, well, let's see. Last 2 will be real Devastators because it's already the way I loaded it. And the first, 3? How many do you hold? So the first four are Brenda's Copycat, and the last 2 are real Devastators. And I hope that's amazing. I don't know. I don't remember if I've changed the CO2 out yet or not. I got the COVID brain, I'm telling you. Well, that definitely didn't finish strong, but definitely put them together nice. And, you know, fed. let's do that one more time. Let's do it one more time. These are a couple of extremely different weights, so there's going to be that's why those are like that. But and these are going to happen too. There's at least 2 of them that are considerably heavier than the other ones. So I'm just gonna aim at the little red dot again. That was it. That finished nicely, and definitely, you know, definitely good good thumpings there. So, all right, well, heck, wow, this has went on way too long. All right, hey guys, like, subscribe. Again, this is DK Spencer, DK Spencer Custom Kinetics.com. Peace.